All right, welcome back to the Score Esports Brooklyn Beatdown. We are going to start right away with our first match. It is going to be Winter Fox's 801 Strider going up against PAG Virgo.
Yeah, that's right. So Strider's here from Utah.
That's right.
And Virgo's here from near where he lives, in Harlem.
Yeah.
So Strider, you know, he had played Cammy for a while. Of course, in Street Fighter 4, he was one of the best able players in the world. If you recall, in Capcom Cup last year, Kazunoko ended up taking it, but maybe his closest match was his first-round match against 801 Strider's able. In this game now, he is going with Mika, which I think is the perfect choice for him. The way that character plays, you know, it's not as mid-rangey as Able was, but the game plan is very much the same. He says he wants to make it a one-player game.
Right. He originally started with Cammy, and I just didn't feel like that was the proper character fit for him. But going back to a character with a command throw like Mika, I think is a good choice for him.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. Wow. Okay, starting it off with the down strong jump in, risky, but wanted to establish it.
All right, gets the crouch throw, and immediately starts for the pressure. And look at that, air to air to keep Virgo into the corner.
Oh, nice. I love the whiff punish right there, a little bit off on the crouching fierce. Nothing against the roundhouse. That's something we're going to have to see out of Virgo if he's going to keep Gustavo out.
Right. If you're a Mika player and you see your opponent not attacking the drop kick charge, then you're just going to abuse that move all day. You have to establish that you are able to stop that move, because that's going to be one of Mika's best ways to get in on you. Yeah,
and I feel like Birdie is one of those characters who can put a pretty good neutral game against Mika. You see a lot of backdashing here, but just put himself into the corner. He wanted the banana, but that just wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I don't like the start of that at all, just giving up that much screen space, and especially in Street Fighter 5, where being in the corner is pretty much a death wish in this game.
Right. You know, Birdie does have some stuff. He has armor on frame 1. He has a throw invincible option, but still, it's pretty tough. And you can see right now with Strider is
that's going to be a stun, And, you know, I mean, look, I'm going to say getting into the corner is a bad idea in Street Fighter 5, but even a worse idea when your opponent is Mika.
It's hard not to be cornered against her. If you get hit, she puts you into the corner, right? Like, that's what she does. So the game against Mika is to put up that neutral game defense. Or pressure her. Either one is possible, but the neutral game defense, I think, is something that Birdie can do well. I like his normals in that match. I think he has good things to say.
I mean, it was definitely greatly exaggerated very early on how, quote, bad, unquote, Mika's neutral game was. Early on, people said it was terrible. It's obviously not. It's very good, but it's still not quite to the extent that, let's say, a Karen or a Cammy has. So if you do have a character like Birdie with great normals, you can kind of keep her out. But looks like Virgo is actually going to make a character choice. Of course, character change, you can do that if you lose. The winner has to stay with the same character. But if you lose, you can change character. He's going to go with Laura. So he's going to try to counter the close range rushdown with his own close range rushdown.
Yep, this is a character that Strider played as well, so he's going to know what to look for. There's more mobility on Laura's side. You know, she has great pressure, of course, but so far the mobility, well, so far I should say, it really looks almost identical. He backed up into the corner. There was very little resistance. And I understand wanting to not be close to Mika, but you have to put up that fight.
Yeah, and especially if you're a player of 801 Strider's caliber, if you see your opponent walking back, then he's doing all the work for you. So you just keep walking, inching yourself forward without even hitting any buttons, and you've already taken the opponent into the corner.
I love that he took the air hit right there and got reset right into a good situation for himself. This is like, I feel Strider's looking really strong.
Yeah, the pressure right now is really, really good, and we've got an activation of V-trigger from Virgo, but Strider intelligently just kind of staying away so he doesn't have to deal with the V-trigger at all.
Okay, big chance. This has got to be huge.
What's the mix-up? Unfortunately, that's kind of like the level 1 Laura mix-up post-command throw, you know.
And I would say on top of that, that was the first knockdown series, that he could have had. And typically, when that happens, people go for the big stuff. They haven't been able to get... For Laura, that's not the big stuff, right? She wants to get a hit. But what people do to try to establish that is the grab.
All right, so once again, into the corner position, and you see 801 Strider applying all that. Yeah, there's the mix-up command thrower towards heavy punch. Okay, Virgo's going to use the armor to get out of there. Now, see again, you can see that Virgo just keeps backing up little by little by little, and Gustavo's not even doing anything. He's just inching with him little by little.
I'll say the most impressive part of that to me was Gustavo, not the pressure. It's what every Mika does. It's the fact that he recognized what his opponent was doing, was backing up, and so he didn't need to go nuts on the way in. After that jump down strong, the splash at the very start, other than that, it was very light, right? He was walking forward a little bit. Okay, he expected the opponent to move backwards, and he was right. And so I am reminded particularly of when he had the whiff punish on the EX elbow from the corner, right? He was just out of range for that, right? He was just waiting. No need to go crazy, just waiting. He was right.
Yep. Again, 801 Strider, very strong player in Street Fighter 4. Had a little bit trouble at the start of Street Fighter 5, but it looks like he is definitely gaining some footing in this game. And, I'm really excited to see if he can get back to that same level that he was. I don't think he's probably not going to make the the Capcom Cup this year like he did last year, but, Street Fighter 5 is going to be played for a few years, so let's see what he can do for the future.
Okay. All right, well, let's check out the Score Esports replay.
The story of this match was a lot of corner pressure early on. He took Birdie to the corner and just worked him down. Birdie doesn't have a very strong throw invincible reversal, so it was really just curtains once he got cornered.
And then in the second half, let's look at how Gustavo switches it up a little and transfers to that nasty neutral game. He's going to just be staring him down until he gets that corner pressure again, and then it's rinse and repeat with that Tide. Dizzy.
Like you were saying, a little bit more footsies here. He got a lot of the corner pressure going on Birdie, but he had to work a little bit harder to get the job done with Laura. But when it got to the corner, it was again curtains, and you see him going for a ride. Back to you guys.